Hey guys, it's Beth, and today I just wanted to share some of the little treat projects that I've made from my All Seasons 3 pad from the paper studio that I am working on using up. And since this is kind of the first project video I've had with this pad, I just wanted to share that I've kind of decided to work this pad by season, kind of treat each season as its own little pad. So there are some projects that I will be doing, like these little projects where I went ahead and did all the seasons that I wanted to on these treat holders, but then I'll take whatever paper's left from fall and, kind of work through that as just one season, because the papers don't really work well enough together, like for me to do the cards at the end using just all the scraps. So I will be doing, kind of like the cards by season with whatever's left by season. So just wanted to go ahead and explain that real quick, but since these projects were small, I went ahead and did all the seasons that I wanted to with these. But I have several little treat holders here. I have a couple different versions of hot cocoa packets. The first one I did, these are some Halloween papers, and I just did these with a letter size envelope. Basically, you seal it, cut it in half. And this isn't a new idea, this has been all over YouTube and Pinterest. So not necessarily my idea, but I've done these several times before and I love them. They're quick and easy and they're economical, especially if you can find some letter size envelopes for a good price. For example, I have this pack of 50 envelopes that I recently found at Goodwill for $1. And they're actually nice, thick envelopes. So I love finding, paper products at Goodwill or yard sales. I love to snag up envelopes or stationery type products because, you get them for a really good price. So that makes these inexpensive to make. But anyway, I have my envelope cut in half and then I just trimmed my paper to be like 1/8 of an inch shorter all the way around, just so I have a little white border, and then just decorated up the front. The sentiment I printed from my silhouette. And then this is a little foam sticker from the Dollar Tree. And then I did decorate the backside with paper as well. So I did some Halloween ones of those, and I did some Christmas ones with the envelopes as well. And this one is just using a stamp sentiment I had left in my stash from last year with a little bow that came from the Dollar Tree. And then this one just says Merry and Bright. And I added 2 little glitter Christmas trees, foam Christmas trees. They were from a Dollar Tree set as well. So for these fall papers, I didn't have any off-white or brown envelopes that I thought would look good with the, especially, the coloring on these papers. So I wanted to use cardstock, so I went ahead and used an image file from my silhouette that made a pocket, and then just decorated them up. I had to put them together and then decorated them up from there. So for these first few, again, I decorated both sides, and again, trimmed my paper just to be about an 1/8 inch shorter than this front panel here. And then this is a mug that I also cut from my silhouette as well as the leaf. And these, again, paper on both sides. And then this is another image from my silhouette that I converted to be like a print file, and it made it the colors that I wanted it to be. And then there's this little, I don't know, poof pile of whipped cream up here. Was supposed to print in white and it didn't print very well, and so I just used my glossy accents to kind of recreate it and give it some dimension so it stood out. So I have 3 of those, and then this one just says Hello Fall, and then I did some little glossy accents on the heart in the center. I don't know if that's going to show up, but. And then also from my silhouette, I took one of my 12 by 12 sheets of the Halloween paper that I had left and just cut out some little treat bags. And these, I could get 2 of the medium size and then 3 of the small off of one 12 by 12 sheet. I thought these would be good for a little gift card, some Smarties or Suckers, or you could fit a little coupon in there of some sort for a restaurant. And then this one you could fit a couple of the snack size candy bars. So just thought those would be neat to have on hand for Halloween. And then I had wanted to do some nugget packs, but I don't want to actually like put the packs together right now. This is one Hershey's nugget that we happen to have on hand still at our house, but I want to wait and buy like some fresh bags of the Hershey's nuggets this fall. But I did go ahead and make the holders. And again, there are instructions for these all over Pinterest, all over YouTube. So I'm not going to recreate this either, but I just have my piece of cardstock, and I did add a piece of patterned paper on the back. I'm going to leave the front plain because that's where all my nuggets are going to go. And then I did go ahead and cut my strips for the nuggets so that come fall, I can just buy the nuggets, wrap them up, and then bag them, you know, put them in the bags, and they'll be ready to go. So this one, I've decorated the back, same thing, and then have my strips ready to go. So we will go ahead and make a couple of the hot cocoa holders together. So this is the one that I cut from my silhouette, and it comes in 2 pieces. And I don't know, there we go. Like you can see that it also cuts the perforated line so that you know where to fold. And so that is the first step, is to get it folded. And then this piece just gets attached right on front there. And I am just using some Aleene's tacky glue for this part. Just want to make sure that get enough to hold it. Spread it out. And then, like I said, this goes right on top. And I am going to use some clothespins to hold this one together so I don't have to sit and hold it the whole time. And so I have one that I have it's already been glued and dried, made into a pocket. So we can go ahead and decorate that one together. So again, I have my pattern paper that I cut to be 1/8 of an inch smaller than the panel that goes on the front, and I went ahead and cut 2 so that I can put 1 on the back. And then I have score tape already on this one. Just want to line that up and center it. And then we'll put the back one on. And then as far as decorating the front of this one, I just have an orange strip of cardstock, again, that I've got some score tape on. Put that across there, and then I can just trim off my excess. And then I have another one of those brown mugs that I cut from my silhouette with a leaf already glued on. So I'm just going to put some score tape across this center of this orange strip. put our mug down. And there you go. So these go together, you know, pretty quick and easy. Fun to make. And then we will also make one of the envelope style ones together, just to show you, if you haven't seen this idea already, to show you how easy it is. So this is just an envelope, and I am going to go ahead and seal it. Try that again. Seal it shut. And then you want to measure your envelope just to make sure you know how long it is. This one is 9.5. So I'm going to bring my trimmer in, and I'm going to cut it at 4 3/4 because that's the halfway point. And so now you have 2 pockets. So I've already gone ahead and cut my Christmas pattern paper again to be 1/8 of an inch shorter or smaller all the way around. So in this case, the envelope is like 4 1/8 by 4 3/4. So this is 4 by just like 1/8 inch shy of 4 3/4. It's too early in the morning for me to do that math. So I've got score tape on here already. We'll go ahead and take that off. And there's that front side done. Get the back panel on. And then before I decorate anymore, I'm going to bring in, this is just a 1-inch circle punch. And you turn it so you can see it, kind of your best guess at center. And then punch out that notch. And then as far as decorating, I have stickers here. I think I'm going to go with one of these sayings from the back. Joy to the world, maybe. And I do have like a green strip that I want to put down. So I will mat my sticker just to give it a little more, make it a little bit bigger. So I will add some tape to my strip, and you can decorate these any way that you want. Just keep in mind think about what you're going to charge for them. If you're selling them, think about what you're going to charge for them, and then make sure that the embellishments that you're adding, you know, that your costs are still going to be covered and you're still able to make some profit off of it. If you are gifting them, then, you know, sky's the limit. Embellish away. But these tend to be low dollar items at craft shows. So you don't, if you're selling them, you don't necessarily want to add too much expense into the embellishment. You still want them to look cute and look nice, but. All right, burnish my tape down. That across the center. And add my joy to the world. And then I may come in and add, you know, some of those foam stickers or like some stars or something else onto the front of it. Trim that off. And then, so now all of my little pockets here are ready. I can add my hot cocoa packets, or sometimes for the fall ones, I like to add some apple, like an apple cider packet. Like if I do apple cider, I'll do maybe a cinnamon stick or a caramel sucker. And then with the hot cocoa, sometimes I'll usually do a candy cane and maybe caramel or something else, depending on what all I can fit in there. And then I did find some cute little spoons at the Dollar Tree at the end of last season that will fit in there, and then I usually package them up in the little cellophane bags. So anyway, hopefully this gives you some quick and easy treat ideas that you can use some of your holiday themed paper for, since we are coming up on the holiday crafting season. But these are just some of the quick ideas that I knew I wanted to use for the fall and the winter papers, so I decided to go ahead and start with these. If you have any questions on anything, please let me know. And like I said, again, hopefully I've given you some inspiration to start using some of that holiday paper, get ahead of the game for all of our holiday crafting projects. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And I do want to say welcome to all the new subscribers. Thank you for checking out my channel. And if you haven't already subscribed, like I said, please do so, because I have more ideas on how to use up this paper from this pad and then all those other pads that are still in my stash. So thank you so much for your time today, and have a crafty rest of your week.